Hey, this is Jess Pryles from Season 3 of BBQuest. I've created a series of recipes inspired by our travels across Texas to some of the most amazing barbecue joints and going beyond the pit to visit the producers who make it all possible. We're making classic Texas barbecue smoked beef ribs. You do need a smoker or pellet grill for this recipe, and you're also going to need some plate or chuck ribs. I've got this beautiful rack of plate ribs. You can tell because it's got 3 bones. See, 1, 2, 3, whereas chuck ribs will only have 4. Always try to use the best quality beef you can get. This one is prime. You can tell by the marbling. To really get the best results possible, I'm also going to remove a little bit of this silver skin. Yes, it takes off a little bit of the fat, but it's much more important to remove that tough membrane because you'll get a better eating experience at the end. Just run a knife underneath to gently remove it. Once the ribs are prepped, it's time to season, and the most traditional is a Central Texas salt and pepper blend. It's 2 parts pepper to 1 part salt, and you need to use pepper that's nice and coarse to get the right bark. For these ribs today, I'm going to use my Hardcore Carnivore black rub. It's perfect for beef. Whichever seasoning you choose, season the ribs well all over and make sure you get those sides too. You don't need to take the membrane off beef ribs. It's actually crucial to hold the meat together while it cooks. I've got a smoker preheated to 275 degrees, and I'm going to put the ribs in and let them go. They're going to cook just like this for 5 to 6 hours. I've also made a mixture of apple cider vinegar and water and put it in a spray bottle, and I'm going to spray the ribs every 30 minutes while they cook. After about 6 hours, this is what you end up with. You can see that meat has really pulled away from the bone, and this is a seriously impressive rack of Texas barbecue beef ribs. So how do you know when the ribs are ready? Grab a probe or a skewer and press it into the ribs all over and make sure there's 0 resistance. Once the ribs are completely tender, wrap them in butcher's paper. You can also use foil, but the butcher's paper is going to let that bark really breathe. Place the wrapped ribs into a cooler to rest for 30 to 60 minutes. I know, waiting is the hardest part. Once you've given your ribs time to rest, all that's left to do is unwrap this delicious smoky present, cut the ribs in between the bones, and there you have it. You'll really quickly find out why this is one of the most amazing items on a Texas barbecue menu. Beautifully rendered, tender meat, and a smoke ring. That's perfection. Don't forget to check out the other recipes inspired by this season, and you can check out all of the BBQuest episodes too at beeflovingtexans.com.